Loud that was. Well, good evening, y'all. We are here with Psychward Diaries. It has been, damn, I want to think probably a year since we had a Psychward's Diary interview. Pretty close to it. So we got Aries the Apex tonight. um, hey Reese, hey Wildflower, Sped, Casey, Slim. Anybody else that I missed? Hope you all are doing great tonight. Hope you're all ready for whatever tomorrow is for you. And yeah, we get, this is the awkward Luna. Like, not like I don't talk to Aries every damn night on Discord, but we're gonna get the weirdness for a few. But let's see, business, blah blah blah. The Cash App is pinned to the top. Any donations that we get during an interview, we do share with the person we are interviewing. They are split 50-50. So, with that being said, how are you tonight?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself?
I am good.
It drinking?
I'm drinking Monster tonight. I'm still recovering from the last time I tried to drink with you.
Not many live. Not many live.
I still blame it on the watermelon. That. Hey, Nico. Glad you could make it for a moment to say hi. So, we'll start with an easy one. What is the meaning behind your stage name or your rap name?
So, when I was like battle rapping and shit, I was going by Provocative. Was the rap name I was using, and it just wasn't sticking. It was kind of weird. It was just kind of dumb because it's just a word. And I was in the studio recording my first ever song because I've never made songs before. And the engineer I was with, he was like, man, you sound like you're ready for war or something like that. And I was like, shit, I'm the God of War. And he was like, dude, that'd be a hard ass rap name. And so it just kind of went from there. And I just kind of came up with the Aries part of it. And then I just did the Apex part because Aries is taken. I can't just go by Aries. And I like alliteration. So I was like, I'll add something cool to it at the end. And I like those names that have like a the in it, like Royce the 5'9", Tyler the Creator. Like I like those kind of names. R.A. the Rugged Man.
And your real name wasn't, nobody wanted to hear you rap under that name?
It's not a really good rap name, Tristan Dancy. Like it's not, it doesn't sound like a lot of people are going to listen to that.
Yeah. When did you start rapping?
I started writing raps when I was about six or seven. I started battle rapping around 18 or 19.
And is recently the more rapping rapping tracks, is that new?
Yeah, that's pretty new. Making music, like making actual music, probably 3 years, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. The day Juice WRLD died was the same day that I went to the studio for the first time. So whenever that was.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you one song that Juice WRLD did. No offense to him. I just didn't listen to rap till about 3 years ago. So
I get it. Can you give me 1 second? I'll be right back. I gotta go fix it for my friend over here. I'll be right back.
We see his pants on, y'all. Now it's the awkward moment that Luna doesn't prepare for when there's dead time. So how's everybody doing tonight? Y'all having good? Reese, did Larry get his birthday cake yet? And this is where you gotta love a delay. And yes, let's wish let's wish Mr. Larry another happy birthday. His birthday was yesterday. So I hope you had a great birthday, Larry. Oh.
Yeah, one of the last times I seen him, I was like, we all knew why you're taking those trips like Colorado every year, and he just didn't really say anything about it.
Hey,
Sorry about that.
Nico always knows.
Oh,
He
sorry.
said that
Trying
would
to
be
stream the fights. Wasn't able to. They didn't know how to work the TV.
Nico said that'd be 3 years ago that Aries went into the studio for the first time as Juice World passed in 2019. So you're coming up on almost 4 years.
Yep.
Larry Raspberry. What rhymes with Apex? Depending on when he died, Casey, it would be between 3 and 4 years. We are not on technical Tuesday or Thursday. It is Saturday. Shut the fuck up, Saturday with technicalities.
I'll tell you the exact day.
And thank you to Google. We are going to find the exact day.
It was December 8th. So it's not till the end of the year.
Yeah, so it's really just over 3 years then, because, well, I guess we're almost halfway through this year.
Yep, just about. Getting close.
Aries, the apex, rhymes with Marys and gay sex.
Bars.
Love you, Jekyll. Thanks for stopping by. He says he loves you too, Aries.
Okay. What's up, Jekyll?
Fun drinking game. Is everybody going to drink every time somebody has to pause?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You don't need a reason to drink, though. You popped in last night to voice chat just to take a drink.
Yeah, I know. I was pretty gone.
We'll do a fun one here. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
MMA. Watching drunk people fight all day. That'd be fun.
I might actually enjoy MMA with alcohol because it'd be probably a lot less bloodshed.
It'd be a lot sloppier. It'd be mine.
Cheerleading would be fun if they added alcohol to it, at least for those watching.
Yeah, it'd be fun watching everybody break their necks.
What is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
I was the 4th best wrestler in my state, and I used to be a magician.
Like abracadabra? Like pull a rabbit out of a hat?
I never did that trick, but yeah, I had that kind of magician, yeah.
I would Apex, T-Rex, Windex. Okay, Jekyll.
Gay sex.
Yeah, Jekyll. Surprisingly, Jekyll didn't come up with gay sex.
It's too simple. It's too simple.
It's too simple. What do you hope, or do you have any hopes that people take away from your music?
That I'm respected. I don't really care too much about money. I just care that they respect the talents I have. And maybe, I don't think I really have too relatable of a story because I have a very odd story of my life. But just that they enjoy it and they respect the talents I have. That would probably be about my answer.
Flower wants to know, what was your signature magic trick? Making his pants disappear? Well, depending on the age of when he got into magic, maybe making girls' bras disappear.
I never mastered that trick.
Have you mastered how to unhook a bra?
Oh, I can unhook a bra. That's easy. But getting the permission to unhook the bra, that's where the struggle comes in.
Meaning what? LOL. Why would I think of gay sex? Because it rhymes with apex. That was the only reason. We're not. What is the best advice that has ever been given to you
Is this music wise or just in life?
in life?
Best advice. I don't know because I'm terrible at taking advice. I always tell people to piss off when they give me advice. Probably just. That's a good one. Probably the people that have talked me out of catching charges. I don't know because I've never really gotten advice except for music wise. I would say the best one was work on your delivery, but like life wise, probably just whoever's talked me out of getting in fights. Sometimes that'd probably be the best one because I get in too many of those.
For those of you that don't know, it takes a whole army of people behind Aries to keep him from committing charges some nights. Jekyll said, I mean, Apex is a good looking guy, but still, LOL, just kidding.
I appreciate that.
I'll have to fill Jekyll in on the whole joke with the gay sex. Do you believe that pineapple belongs on pizza?
I'm deadly allergic to pineapple.
Oh, so probably not then.
No, I do not believe pineapple belongs on pizza because I like to live.
I feel the same way when it comes to seafood.
See, I'm allergic to some seafood too, but it's weird because I'm not allergic to all shellfish.
So you're not completely selfish.
No, not completely, just a little bit.
So you're deathly allergic to pineapple?
Yeah, I will swell up on the spot. And kiwis.
Yeah, well, kiwis are too much work. Anyways. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. It was on a different. What is one thing that you own that you wish you didn't?
Charges. Priors. Debt. That'd be about it. Just the priors and the debt. I don't own a lot.
That's not cool. Just the no nasty pineapple on pizza. That part's not cool, LOL. Just the no nasty Huh? I'm not even drunk. Could
you say that one in English, please?
They part's not cool. Laugh out loud. Just the no nasty pineapple on pizza, LOL. I'm trying to read that in English. Maybe it's that part's not cool about you being deathly allergic.
I think that's what it says. I think it's the allergy part's not cool. But I think that's what it was. Oh, there's a delay.
There's always a delay with like StreamYard seems to have about 20 to 30 second delay. Some of them, like I believe YouTube put that into place because people back there used to be no delay, and then people would go like on killing sprees and stuff live on YouTube, and by the time that they could like catch on to something, the people had already seen it.
That would be a good reason. That'd be a good reason.
But now we got Twitter that like repost videos of people dying. Thank you, Twitter.
You can post anything on Twitter.
Wow.
Political opinions aside.
Yes. Okay, this one might hurt my feelings. What was your first impression of me?
That you thought I was funny. Because the first time I met you was LC4 was being interviewed by Jekyll, and you went up there and y'all were saying jokes and stuff, and then I was making y'all laugh in the comments with a bunch of like sus comments. I was making you laugh, and I was like, okay, she thinks I'm funny. We can get along. Yeah. That'd be my first impression.
You didn't hold my blue hair against me.
I didn't see it.
I don't think I had blue hair. I haven't had blue hair since Dallas, so
I might have if I would have seen it.
But it was green. Usually my color scheme is green and purple.
Mine's usually bald.
Yes, I forgot about that. Like, no matter where LC4 goes, he's the butt of the joke.
Yeah, 100%. Even when he's not there. Poor guy. Nah, he brings it on himself.
He really does. I don't got no delay as far. There's always a bit of a delay, Casey. Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends?
Romantic comedy, because I'm not a athletic person, so running from something would not be my way to go.
But you're stuck with your enemies.
That's fine. I'd rather be stuck with my enemies and living than being for sure dead. I'd be the first one because everybody can outrun me.
But you know what though? You got some. Well, at least I hold down the psycho card for friends. So, I mean, most of us could probably, survive a killer.
What horror movie are we talking? Are we talking like a slasher or like a haunted? Because I grew up in a haunted house, so I can handle that. But if we're talking slasher,
it just says a horror movie, so it doesn't specify what kind of.
Then I'll take the rom-com. I don't want to risk the slasher because
it could be like a poltergeist movie or Exorcist of Emily Rose.
I could do something like that. I grew up in a haunted house.
I grew up in the Catholic Church, so yeah, I'm right on board with exorcisms.
Half of my family's Irish Catholic and the other half is Mexican Catholic. So yeah.
You had it bad. Hey, Mercy. And Mercy would save you.
Mm-hmm.
You do have
Michael Myers.
In there? Honestly, though, I'd put my money on Mercy any day over even Michael Myers.
I'll take you up on that bet. What's up, Mercy?
Mercy says she will cut a bitch, and I don't put it past her. If you had an intro song that played every time you walked into a room, what would it be and why?
6'7" by Lil Wayne. Because it's the best song of all time, so at least I get to hear it a lot.
Which website do you visit the most?
You know the answer to that. It
Band
starts
Lab?
with a P. It starts with a P. It has a little yellow and black box on it. And there's some less than clothed women on
there. Or none.
Yeah. She got it.
We all got it. Wow. I was going to try to be nice and say Band Lab.
I don't use Band Lab.
I don't either, but that was like the one thing that like could.
I go to a studio.
Rhyme with cornball. Oh dear Lord. Slim said facts, so I don't know if he's saying facts to the fact that that's his most visited website too.
Like, let's see.
How does
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out Casey says it rhymes with corn bud.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I know, but
here's my frequently visited for you.
Porn. But I'm getting hub does not rhyme with bud.
It's an approximate rhyme, I guess.
We don't want to know how many hours you spend on each website.
I don't.
And Wildflower said there are definitely way better sites, guys.
Oh, there are, but I'm a fan of the classics.
Yeah, remember the day? Okay, Mercy wants to know if you could collab with anyone, who would it be?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
100%. I will retire the day after I collab with Lil Wayne because I will have achieved every goal I want in rap.
Now, would you consider it a collab if you paid for a feature? Or would you want it to be something where like he reached out to you and wanted you to collab?
I'd prefer he reached out and wanted to collab. I don't see that happening. I would not mind paying for a Lil Wayne feature. Because if he gave me the time of day, because you got to think he's getting probably hundreds of people every day offering to pay for a feature that he doesn't answer. If he answered mine and I paid him, like I don't mind paying an artist for their work. It's their work; they deserve to be paid for it. So I'd consider it the same. Obviously, I'd love to do it for free, but you can't really expect that in this. People got to get their money.
Mercy says, yeah, but you're better than him, in my opinion.
I appreciate that, but I disagree. That's the only rapper I will 100% say is better than me. But thank you, Mercy.
I think I'm getting Lil Wayne. Who's the one that does the yeah thing? I can't do it how he does it.
Lil
Yeah.
Jon?
Okay. Yeah. See, I'm getting my littles confused.
Disrespectful.
Up until 3 years ago, the extent of my rap was Eminem's Kim, who totally turned me off from horror. Like, I'm like, who would write a song like that? Now here I am 20 years later in that genre of music, like rapping to it. So it's crazy. But
See, I was never crazy about Eminem. I know he's talented. I listened to some of his songs, but I was never big on Eminem.
I like the song here and there, but my issue, which like it was a pain in the ass back in the day, because you either had to buy like a CD at the album, and like that was, if you think about it, back in the day, I don't know if they even still sell CDs or what they go for, but it was like $20, $25, and I would like maybe a song or two. So like having places like YouTube and Spotify and stuff like that has definitely changed the way, because you don't have, I don't know how artists still, if they make decent amount of money with it that way, or
I think it's mostly through streaming platforms and merchandising is where you're going to get your most money from. And streaming platforms is penny on the dollar, so not even to that. It's through merchandising is where money's at.
Yeah, because I think
they pay like something like 0.01 per thousand. So if you get a million, you're looking at like $100 or something like that. Something crazy, maybe 1,000, but something crazy small like that.
I think it's like for every 1,000 you make just pennies. So you have to have like a million. Penny. Yeah, so like 1 million views ain't $1 million.
No, not by a stretch. But like Apple and things like that, where you have to purchase the songs, there's probably good money in that.
Yeah, no different than buying an album.
No, but merchandising is where it's at.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Being interrupted when I'm talking. That is my by far.
What?
Yeah. It's nice knowing you. Later, guys. No, that is by far my biggest. And that's why me and LC4 butt heads, because he's the most interrupted motherfucker.
Is that the only reason? Is because he interrupts you?
Not the only, the biggest.
I hear that some ladies are putting a cipher together that you're going to be on.
Possibly. It's not impossible. I already drank too much.
It's only 7:30. What time does the fight start? 9? 10?
They're on right now.
Oh. Who's fighting tonight?
Izzy Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. And
MMA?
Yeah. And Gilbert Burns and Jorge Masvidal, which is the one I'm looking forward to. Masvidal's going to get murdered.
Does anybody watch boxing anymore? Is boxing even a thing anymore?
Boxing. I still watch it. I don't do the celebrity boxing ones, but I'll watch like Devin Haney versus Vasil Lomachenko's coming up. I'm going to watch that one for sure. That'll be a good one.
LC only bumps heads with small people. The rest of the time he bumps elbows. He bumps his forehead on people's elbows.
The kneecaps. He bumps kneecaps.
No, I never like UFC and MMA. Like I used to like watching boxing, and I'm talking back like in the days of I can't even name, probably Floyd Mayweather back in that, and like before Mike Tyson decided to take a chomp out of somebody's ear and all that those days.
Oh, that was way before Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd was 2010s, 2000s to 2010s. Tyson was more 90s.
For somebody who loves horror and slasher movies, there's too much blood in MMA, and after I watched the dude's leg gets like snapped in half, I'm like, yeah, this is not the sport for me to watch.
Yeah, those are pretty gross. But it happens. They know the risk when they go in there.
Yeah. Now, you're a WWE fan too, right?
No, I like AEW and New Japan. I don't like WWE.
But did you like? Because I've seen a lot of with what they had Ronda Rousey. I don't know if she's still doing WWE, and the other dude, which I can't stand him.
They focus too much on like the corny theatric shit. I like just watching one that's more like a performance.
So
Like
AEW, that's where a lot of when WWE went downhill, that's where a lot of the decent people went was AEW, right?
yeah, because they focus more on the in-ring performance because it's like watching an action movie, but where they do the stunts live in front of you. And that's kind of what I like about it, and they do a lot better job performing that.
Yeah.
WWE focuses too much on the cringy gimmicks.
If you believe that WWE is real, block your ears now. But I went and saw it live. This was back when the Big Show was just starting out. He was still a nobody, really.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like late 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And that is one place that front row seats are not the best for, because that's when you see how fake it really is. And we had pretty close to the ring seats, and it was like, but this was back in the day when like the girls, when they would wrestle, it was like ripping off clothes, and like whoever got down to their lingerie first lost. I like those days.
That's when it's good.
But you see how fake like it really is.
Oh yeah. So I wouldn't use the word fake. I would say scripted.
Scripted, I guess, or staged.
They do a lot of things in there that you just can't fake.
Yeah.
They take a lot of real injuries and shit. But yeah, I mean, it is scripted.
I guess staged would be better.
Yeah, staged. Yes, but like those chops and shit like that, you can look, people that have been in wrestling for like 10 years, their chest will be dented in from all the chops they've taken over the years. It's crazy.
Well, like I know, what's his name? Hulk Hogan used to have like carry a razor blade, and so if he get hit, he'd like cut himself.
Yeah,
blading. For the blood.
That's very frowned upon now.
Well, I would assume most of the time blood in any aspect is not.
They definitely don't like the blading anymore because it leaves a lot of permanent damage on your like forehead and shit. Like there was this dude, Crazy Jack or something like that. He was an independent wrestler, and he was known for blading. And when he passed away, he had like, it looked like forehead wrinkles but vertical, and it was just all over from all the blading he'd done over the years.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, which one? My favorite one?
Top 5?
Alexandra Daddario is my number 1. My number 2 would be. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one because I don't know. There's so many I love. Alexandra Daddario is number 1. Who's the new one? Like the Jenna Ortegas and the Billie Eilishes, they're a little too young for me, so I wouldn't consider them. But like, what's her freaking name? Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek. Is that her name? Not the dude. Yes. Not the dude.
Salma Hayek. Yeah.
Because there's a dude that has a name similar to that that's in a lot of movies now. I don't want to get that confused.
No, I know who you're talking
about. The girl from Dusk to Dawn. The girl from Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah, Salma Hayek.
Then after her, Rihanna. After Rihanna, Beyonce. And after Beyonce, give me Megan Thee Stallion. That'd be my top 5.
Yeah, see, like, I'm going to murder my phone if autocorrect don't quit playing with me.
I feel that, Casey.
But, yeah, like, people like Jenna Ortega or even Miley Cyrus and stuff, they're just too young, because, like, I remember being almost 18 or over 18 and, like, watching them on, like, Nickelodeon and Disney, so it's just weird. Like...
See, Miley's actually older than me, I think. I think she's like 27, 28. We're around the same age because like Hannah Montana came out when I was a kid, like kid. But she's just bones. And I'm not this is going to sound weird. I'm not a huge fan of white women.
Like, Miley Cyrus is actually 30. I did not realize
30?
that.
She's older than me. Wow.
Yeah. You don't say you're not a fan of white women. I don't blame you. There's not many that I like.
My wife is white. I love her, but I even told her, I was like, if we ever divorce, I'm never getting with a white woman ever again. I just want you to know that. Like,
no offense to, like, if you're in this stream and I talk to you on a regular basis, I like you, but other than that, like, I can't stand most women or white. No.
All women are beautiful in their own ways, and it's just a personal preference thing. I'm not big on the white women, but Alexandra Daddario, she got them eyes. Those eyes get me.
Now, is Megan Stallion, is she white?
No, she's very
No.
black.
Okay, I don't
No, she is opposite of white.
pay attention too much.
See my comment I called. Oh, Mercy did call it. She said he
What?
loves them. She said he loves them brown girls. He. I do, Mercy. I do.
No, I did awesome, except one I try spelling a certain way and it translates to the American way, like color. That is not the American way to spell color.
Yeah, color. I feel like is without the U in America.
Yeah, it's COLOR in America. That's more like the English, like hoity-toity way. We did that one. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
You're giving me some questions I have to think about.
That's the point.
Let's see. My life had a theme song. What's a well-known song about being broke?
Get knocked down, but I get up again.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Maybe something like that. Yeah.
Trying to think.
Something that has to do with poverty. That's like the theme of my life is poverty.
You got Green Day's Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
I wouldn't do that because I'm not a big fan of Green Day. Oh, what's that fucking song by Timbaland? He's like, I ain't got no money. What's that song called?
I know what you're talking. I actually know that song. Tell me about a boat with it, right?
Baby, give me chick. You can give me chick because just the way you are. The way you are by Timbaland. Because he talks about being broke, and I resonate with that. Living on a prayer. That's another good one. Good one, Casey. Yes, living on a prayer.
And Larry's is pick up the pieces.
Which one is that? Is that Ashley Madison or Ashley Madison? That's that website for cheating people. Ashley Simpson. Ashley Simpson. The pieces are you or whatever. However it goes. I'm not a singer. In case y'all didn't know that.
You don't say.
There's a reason I went into rap and not pop and R&B. The way I are. Yeah, not the way you are. The way I are. That's what it's called. Yep. Baby,
yeah. Like I had somebody hit me up and be like, hey, would you be interested in singing bluegrass on a track with me? Absolutely not.
Larry, your theme song is Cause I Got High by Afro Man. That's your theme song.
I was going to clean my room.
Then I got high.
I think Casey's theme song would be Colt 45 and 2 zigzags.
Casey's would be white and nerdy, but Weird Al
Wait.
Yankovic. Oh man.
How can everyone best support you and your music?
Oh, just leave a comment. I don't ask for much. Just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Criticize where criticism is due, unless I don't fucking know you, then I don't care. But
and don't leave criticism where it's not wanted.
Yeah. And if I'm better than you, don't leave criticism. That will drive me nuts. But I would just say, just leave a comment. You don't owe me. You don't owe me nothing. I'm out here trying to get you guys to listen to me. Like I owe you guys. So just leave a comment. Let me know how I did.
Share it out to a friend.
If you want to. Like nobody owes me that. And I appreciate more you personally telling me you liked what I did more than I appreciate you just sharing it to somebody else. Which, I mean, it's still appreciated because you don't owe me that. But just leave a comment and show a little bit of support. That's all I need. That's all I require. I don't need no money out of this.
Mercy says her theme song would be a mashup of craziness.
What would Mercy's theme song be? It'd be some psycho shit. It'd be some psycho shit. Psycho Killer. That'd be her theme song.
Casey's theme song would be I Can't Believe It by T-Pain. I'll put you in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I can't.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Somewhere in Wisconsin. That's a good song.
Alphas is Broke by Ryan Mack at the
Is that a
moment.
song about being broke? Because that could be my theme song too. Like anything about being broke
I
would
don't know
probably be
what
mine.
I don't know
Or
what
Cocaine. Cocaine
So
by what's his name? Eric Clapton.
or Cocaine Dreams by K Legend.
No, because I never dealt coke. So that song's about dealing coke. I never dealt. I mean, I did a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So I couldn't relate with that one too much.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know what my theme song would be.
Oh, that's a good one, Mercy. Let the bodies hit the floor. That would be perfect for her.
I don't really know. Yes, it's all about being broke, she said. So
Yep, that'd probably be my theme song too.
bodies, let the bodies hit the floor. That's
No.
Mercy's theme song, she said.
No, Mercy's theme song is Mercy by Kanye West. Lamborghini Mercy. Oh,
I don't know. Because I'm not quite as crazy as like Skits Craven with That's All with bodies, under the floor and shit like that. Like
I'd say your theme song is Psychosocial.
Larry said The Beautiful People by Manson.
That's cool. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Ah. I like me some Marilyn Manson. He's alright. I don't like him as a person, but his music's good.
He looks like a teacher now. Hey,
What's up,
Dada.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, he looks like a teacher now. I don't know if he kind of cleaned up his look for court and stuff, like with all of that going on.
He's still a piece of shit. Unless he gets proven not guilty. I guess everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But he's got a fucking laundry list of shit.
Yeah, and I know there's definitely been some people that have, like, women who said that were coerced by his ex to make up a lie. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But
what is
then
good, Dada? What's good, my bro?
But then you got like the dude, if you ever watched that 70s show, the one that played Hyde, Danny Masterson, and he was found like it was either hung jury or something. So they couldn't convict him, but the state's deciding to recharge him again with the same exact crime.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kind of makes you wonder how many celebrities are out there doing this shit that just ain't been aired out yet.
Sved said Resist and Bite by Sabaton for him.
I don't know that song.
What would Dada's theme song be?
Gotta be some thug shit by fucking Beanie Siegel. What a Thug About by Beanie Siegel. That'd be King Dada's song. He reminds me a lot of Beanie Siegel.
What is advice that you would give to people that are just starting out? Like wanting to rap or battle rap or
don't expect praise in the beginning.
Oh, the don't was like, okay.
Don't, because I made this mistake. Don't expect praise and don't expect numbers in the beginning. It's treat it like a full-time job. You got to work your way up. There's not a human being in this world that was unknown, started rap, and the next day was famous. Or the next day was great. It takes work. Like, even if you got the talent, there's still a lot of talents you will not have until you have experience making music. So don't go into it with the expectation. Don't go into it really with any expectations. Just make the music you want to make that you think people would like and learn from mistakes. I think
this is just my opinion on like people just starting. Like, I think YouTube has made people soft, and a lot of people have forgotten the work that goes into it because they just expect to put a song up there and it to go viral. But back in the day, those that have been, they remember having to literally make mixtapes, and you go hand out your mixtapes and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think the thing with YouTube especially, is all the YouTube rappers, and a lot of them just weren't talented. They just had the certain styles or sounds that a certain group of people resonated with. So it didn't influence growth or talent in rap.
No.
I think a lot of these whack ass rappers on the platform are a byproduct of that because they don't have to be great.
Yeah, I think you definitely got to be willing to grind, and you have to be open to criticism as well, because
Yeah,
when
to
it's
an extent.
warranted and it's constructive criticism, if it's
To an
somebody
extent.
trying to help you,
I say
yeah,
these. I'm the worst at taking criticism because I'm like, the second somebody criticizes me that's worse than me, I'm like, let's fucking fight about it then.
that is one thing. But if it's somebody that is
Mm-hmm.
that has been in the game longer, or
Mm-hmm.
is better than you and can give open
Yeah.
constructive criticism, then that is warrant. Like, I will never sit here and be like when I give somebody's feedback on their track, that's me as somebody who listens to music,
Yeah.
because I'm just starting rapping. I don't know fucking shit. I can, uh, I'm hella learning and stuff. Like, I still get annoyed when I hear dark arts, because I can hear, and I'm sure it's true with like you got with anybody, like when you fucked up, somebody else may not notice it much, but I zone in on that every time that track is played, and I hear where I went off and I mumbled.
So every song I line has an imperfection of some sort in it. But I like it's weird because I like imperfections on a song because it makes the song more human. So I'm not like I don't go in there trying to make the perfect song. I just go in there trying to make a good song. And I noticed a lot of imperfections in some things, like where my voice might have cracked or I didn't deliver a line as hard as I'd like to. And every track I've ever dropped, and I just when I'm listening or like when I'm doing a live drop, I just sink in my chair and hope nobody fucking noticed it. Most of the time they won't. I'll be honest, most casual music listeners are not going to notice the small mistakes.
Just the mix. I couldn't help myself. But yeah, I think probably we're all our own worst.
Oh yeah, I'm my worst critic. Like, look,
Yeah.
it's no secret I've been in some beefs, and some of them have had some criticisms about me. And it's like the things they said, I've said to myself 10 times over, way worse. Like I can handle. I think that's made me better at handling criticism because I was not good at it. If you couldn't tell by Twitter, but like in the beginning I couldn't handle it, but now I beat myself so much over it that it's like whatever they say is not going to hurt me because I already know what I need to work on.
Now, like you brought it up, like beefs
Mm-hmm.
have
Yeah,
like
here we go.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this, because I wasn't a fan of rap and stuff, but I remember like the beefs back in the day where blood spilled, and it was Bloods versus Crips or East versus West Coast and all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. Would you like have any of these beefs that you've been in, like on Twitter? Is it fun for you just trolling, or are you seriously like pissed off about it and stuff?
90% of them are just trolling. There's a certain percent of them where it's gotten very real. But for the most part, if I'm just arguing with a dude on Twitter, that's just because I'm bored. I have nothing to do, and they talk shit. So I'm like, I can talk shit back because I'm one of the best shit talkers in the world. Um, there was one particular that got kind of nasty, but it didn't lead to anything just because this dude, he was trying to play like a street dude on my comments and call me a bitch. And I was like, who are you calling a bitch? And it was like, that one was probably a little bit real. Like, I'm not going to go travel. I'm not going to go call in and greenlight him or anything like that. But like that one is like, if I would see him in person someday, like that's not a comment that I'll forget about and just ignore when I see him and be like, okay, come say I'm a bitch to my face. We'll see. We'll see if I am. But for the most part, most of these little beefs I have on Twitter, that's just me being bored and being a douchebag.
Now, you said you started chop blocking. You said that you started out battle rapping. Is that
Mm-hmm.
something you ever plan to go back to? Are you gonna try to do both battle rapping and I don't know what the fuck to call the other rapping, like rap, just regular rap. Like, what do I call
Yeah,
it?
just music.
Music.
I'm gonna be focusing more on my battle raps. Like that's gonna be where most of my focus goes. I have a battle rap in Cincinnati. I can't get the date locked down yet. They haven't got the venue secured, but it's either at the end of April or the beginning of May. Right? April, May. Yeah. Okay. Either end of April or beginning of May, I'll be in Cincinnati for a battle rap. That one pays pretty good money, so I'll be doing that. But that's what I'm focusing on more. Like I am. I feel like I'm more of a rapper than a musician. So like that seems to be the lane that I'm the most talented
Now you
in.
have an album coming up, dropping
9/11.
9/11,
Mhm.
but it's not terrorist related.
No. It's because this is the reason, because Jay-Z's Blueprint dropped on 9/11, and that is a top 3 album of all time. So it's an ode to Jay-Z. It just unfortunately is on a really bad day. That's going to be controversial.
Do you have any projects in the works with anybody that you can share publicly?
That I can share publicly. I don't know, because I've never asked these people if I could keep it a secret or not. I do have a track where I'm trying to get Daylight on it. If you don't know him, he's a pretty popular battle rapper. He's kind of agreed to work with me.
Okay.
But that's not even like anything I'm working on right now. That's something that'll be way in the future. Outside of that, I mean, like I got a song with Smoke Jesus coming pretty soon. I got a song with Gatsby coming. If Dada will answer me, I have a song with Dada coming.
Blaze?
Who? Blaze? Yes. So we don't even have anything, like we don't even have a beat or a song theme or anything like that, but we have talked to each other and been like, yo, we've known each other long enough. Let's make a song.
Yeah. And Mercy said, oh shit, let me know where Kurt and I could go to that. Talking about your battle rap.
As soon as they get the venue locked down, I'll let you know. Because it's not big money. It's for this company called B Rock, which is Battle Rap OKC. And they are a URL affiliate. So if you don't know, URL is like one of the top 2 battle rap companies. It's between them or King of the Dot. Where was I going with this? Oh, but so they have a little bit of money backing them, but it's not going to be like at some like fucking event center. It'll be like a gymnasium or some outdoor event center, something simple like that. They're still trying to get this thing locked down, but I'll let you know for sure.
Hey, Ty.
What's up, Ty?
So last couple, do you have anything else dropping this month?
No, not this month. Next month I'll have a couple drops, but it's gonna be next month before I have anything drop. I feel like I dropped 2 songs back to back this month, kind of this month into last month. I feel like that's enough to hold everybody over until I get some of the album worked on at least, because I want to really focus on dropping or getting the album. But I'll do a couple periodic drops over the next couple of months for the album.
Because you had what? No Mercy dropped.
Yeah, Mercy and Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are both really good tracks.
Thank you. It's a different style for me. Different style. I'm trying to open up new styles, like new types of rap that I can do. Because I feel like I've been kind of pigeonholed into one style, which is just aggressive, I'll fucking murder you type raps. I really wanted to expand and just kind of show who I am as a person for a couple songs.
Just don't do mumble rap.
Mumble rap don't even exist anymore. You ain't got to worry about that.
They were both hella dope, Mercy. Would you ever, if somebody asked you if the money was right, would you ever do a country rap song?
Probably not, because I'm not a big fan of country rap. I feel like it's very culturally appropriating, if that's the right word. I feel like rap is a certain culture and a certain background to it. Like, I'm just going to say it, rap is black people's music, and we are guests in it. And I feel like when you start going into the country rap, you're kind of taking away from what the culture of rap's supposed to be. And I'm not saying everybody who does rap that's not from this area is a culturally appropriating, but I'm just saying I feel like you're taking it too far away from the culture that it's supposed to be. And like, I've lived my whole life broke, so money don't really mean too much to me. And I don't think there's enough, like a dollar sign you could put on me sacrificing my values for what the culture is.
Yeah, your integrities and your morals at the end of the day. Did we ask you who your influences and inspirations are?
It's
going to be Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne's number 1. Daylight's number 2. And then Andre 3K from Outkast would probably be number 3.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, like, you can't, like, when you, because I followed They Take Jelly Roll, for example. I followed him back when, like,
he's a bit different. Like, he's not.
Like, no, but what I'm saying, what aggravated me, like, I liked him back when he was doing, like, Bottle and Mary Jane and Save Me, the shit that was real. And now he got big. He toured with Shinedown, and he signed to a label in Nashville, and he sold out. And like you hear his music on the radio now, and it ain't the same shit.
No.
That like, and he says he hasn't sold out. He elevated or changed, but it's a complete like 180 from what you started out as. So was it selling out for money, or is
Yeah.
it elevating?
It's 100%. That's the thing that drives me nuts about a lot of these rappers is they will say, or quote unquote rappers, Lil Yachty's done it, Post Malone's done it, Jelly Roll's done it. A lot of them have done this where they say, I want to expand and show that I'm more of an artist. And then, or, I want my music to be beyond this and show my artist talents. And then they drop projects that aren't rap. And it drives me nuts because I'm like, you have no respect for rap. Because I mean, look at like Kendrick Lamar. You can make art in the aspect of rap. Like they sacrifice what got them to the dance to make whatever's going to make the most money. That's what it comes down to. Like going back on that country rap shit, like that's why I would never do that, because when I think country rap, I associate it with the Adam Calhouns and the Upchurches. I got no problem with them, but like I feel like this is just promotion for them for their other stuff. Like Adam Calhoun didn't grow up wanting to be a rapper.
No. And I don't know what Upchurch grew up wanting to be. I've never followed too closely with him.
I don't like Adam Calhoun. I have zero problems with Upchurch. I think he's probably a decent human being, a goofy fuck for sure. But like, I know a lot of people like Upchurch. I spent 5 years in the fucking boondocks. I'm in the boondocks right now. But
my biggest issue, like Upchurch did a cover of Rooster by Alice in Chains, and he's done a couple covers that I like. But my biggest issue with people like Upchurch and Tom McDonald is their fans, because they treat it like it's a cult, and like if you don't like anything, like one thing they like will try to crucify you over that. And it's like like I said, I'd rather grow the way that I have grown, like organically, than to sit there and get like a cult following that is just
because it's not your following. If you're getting it off of like the Tom McDonalds and the Adam Calhouns and the Upchurches, if you're getting your following from them, that's their followers that are just going to kind of support you because you support Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. And what a lot of these reactor rappers don't get is like, man, I got so many fans of my music. It's like if you weren't reacting to Eminem, you would have zero fans.
Yeah, I see it with a lot of like I've always stayed. I'll sneak in a mainstream track every now and again. I will try to find a cover like during a live, but I have never reacted to anything mainstream, and I refuse to, because it's like the Upchurches, the Calhouns, the Jelly Rolls, the Tom, they have all the fans. Eminem he doesn't need some nobody on YouTube pushing his music, but the people that I'm friends with and whose music I play, they need that audience. So I would much rather sit there and stay true to myself and play the people that I know make good music that deserve it over the people that have already got. Like Eminem doesn't need No Life Shaq doing fucking reactions to his music.
That's not going to grow his following at all. Eminem's at where he's at.
The only one that's helping is No Life Shaq. Like Eminem is not benefiting from I don't know how many. I think last time I had even seen anything No Life Shaq did, he had like 1 million subs. I'm sure he's way over that now.
I think he has 3. I think he has 3 mil now.
Like I have Jekyll and I built this channel together.
Yeah.
And my other channel that I've been building, I have 307 subs, and I will take that any day over getting going and buying 1,000 subs from this, or doing a sub for sub on somebody's channel, because at the end of the day, they're subbing to you just to get another sub, but they're never going to check your content.
They're not there for you. They're there for what they personally gain out of it. Like this is the big thing with No Life Shaq. Like, he's got 3 million followers. Let him go do a reaction tomorrow dissing Eminem or saying he doesn't like Eminem, and he will lose those followers.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing about it. That's why I don't do reactions myself to anything. Is because I can't. I'm not good at faking. Like I'm terrible at faking, and I can't pretend like with these mainstream artists that everybody reacts to and pretends to like, so they get this big following. I lack the ability to pretend I like something if I fucking hate it. Like I mean, everybody knows I'm pretty opinionated. Like fucking Tom McDonald, fucking hate him, trash. I couldn't go do a live reaction and pretend to like what he has to say. Eminem, I respect Eminem's talents, but I don't listen to a lot of Eminem. So I couldn't go up there and pretend like he just made the hottest song. I could appreciate the bars for sure, but I couldn't go and pretend like he just made the greatest song. just so that people would follow me. I wish I had that ability, but I've tried. I tried to do a reaction to Harry Mack one time where I was trying to pretend to be impressed, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's coming up at the top of his head, but he's not saying shit. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't pretend to be a reactor.
And thank you, Kate. But like, I'm not a perfect person. I've made my fair share of fucking mistakes on this platform, and
Oh, so have I.
and thinking that I could trust people that turned out that no. No, but you live, you learn, and I have definitely learned, but I try to always hold myself at the very least accountable for my actions, and I'll apologize when an apology is needed.
Yeah, we're all
And
humans.
yeah,
I've said this a few times. Like, humans evolve over the time of their life, and you have to give them the chance to evolve. You can't deny them that. Like, somebody at 16 doing something dumb, they shouldn't be held liable for that at 34. Somebody at 28 doing something dumb at 45, like, they're not the same person. Human beings evolve over time, and we have to allow people to evolve.
and you either become a better human being or just a more shitty human being.
Yeah.
But you're still
Now,
evolving.
there are some things you do need to hold people for, like these celebrities that in 1995 raped somebody. Yes, they need to be held liable for that. I don't give a fuck how much they've evolved. And then, like, racists, like, this is a weird one, but like, I think they should all be dead. Like, if somebody was doing some, like Mark Wahlberg. Did you know Mark Wahlberg was arrested for hate crimes and shit? And he's now like super famous.
He took out a guy's eye, cost a guy's eye.
Yeah, because he was Asian. It was like a whole hate crime thing, and it's like, I don't think he deserves to see the light of day. I don't care how much he's grown from there. That guy's never gonna get that back.
And the thing that aggravates me, like, Maine is a very white state. I will not deny that.
I'm in
But
Oklahoma.
what aggravates me is I'll sit there and hear, like, if you see somebody like, oh, you can't blame them, it's the way they were raised. But
I was
no,
raised
like,
conservative as fuck, and I
but
was
the
able to
thing
grow
is,
up.
or it's that generation. But the thing is we've made strides and changed, some for the better, some for the worse. But when it comes to racism, like what was okay in the 60s or in the 50s, like we need to stop making excuses for people that are still in that mindset and be like, well, it was just their generation. No,
it's
because
not
you
an
got to
excuse.
change it.
It's not an excuse.
No.
Like, everybody can see, like, we all have the ability to see what's wrong and what's right. Like, I grew up in a very conservative household. Like, I heard this all the time. It was, white privilege isn't real. Black people have everything. They have BET. If they made a white entertainment network, it'd be racist. If they had a white scholarship fund, it'd be racist. I grew up with these ideologies. And when I turned 18 or 19 and moved out and expanded my horizons, I was able to see the bullshit in those kind of statements. So I don't have sympathy for people just because they grew up a certain way with a certain mindset. Like, that's not an excuse. We all have the internet. We can all see what's actually happening, what's not happening.
It honestly took me moving out of New England and moving down south to realize how close-minded, because I've had those thoughts when I was younger. That's what I was taught. Like,
Yeah,
but
I had a black brother who agreed with that shit too. That's what's crazy. I had a black brother who was like, yeah, white people have it worse. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, he's saying it, and he's black. And now we both, as we grew up, we were like, dude, we were full of shit. Like, because I watched a gun get pulled on him for no fucking reason. I'm like, okay, you got it worse.
Like, I've said that before. It's like, I will never know the fear of getting pulled over and being afraid that I ain't going to make it out of that. I've never known that fear, and will never know that fear of if I get pulled over by the cops, it's usually
my worst fear is going to jail.
My honest thing, it's always been, I'm going to get a ticket or whatever, but it's not. I've never had the fear when any interaction with a police officer getting pulled over, getting killed. Like, that's a fear I will never know.
Yeah.
But like I said, it took, because New England is very, very
racist. Boston's known for being a very racist city, right? Yeah. I'm a Boston Celtics fan. I hear this all the time.
I didn't, like I said, until I moved down to Texas and it's kind of funny. It took me moving to a red state to realize how racist and how backwards, like, the blue states are as well. Like, no state is perfect, but they try to act like they do everything for the middle class and for the minorities and this and that. But when you take a step out and actually think for yourself, because that was shoved down my throat. Oh, well, you know, you grew up in a blue house, you're going to vote blue, you're going to marry blue, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
Like this is, and when I started to think for myself and actually explore, I realized how fucked up both parties are, and
Yeah, they
neither
all
of them
suck.
give a fuck.
They're all liars. I hate politics so much. They're all fucking liars. Every single red and blue one. I don't trust a single one of them.
No, they none of them care about us. They just care about, like, look at how many politicians entered office,
Mhm.
broke, and then they leave millionaires off of our, you know.
This is the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Democrats lie about being racist. Republicans brag about being racist. That's the difference. That's the only difference. There's not a politician alive that I would trust.
That is facts, that there are shitty people in all races and creeds and
There
colors.
is, but I
And
feel like there's also a lot of good people that get treated like shitty people just because of the way they look.
yeah, I have seen it, like, just because, as I made the joke earlier about my blue hair,
Mm-hmm.
but my hair color is not normally a natural hair color. It is usually blue
No.
or red, or it is something ungodly color, and I need dental work, but that is about $4,000 worth of work, and who has $4,000 just sitting around?
I
So,
fucking
like,
don't. I have $35 in my wallet, and that's because Casey sent it to me.
but you know, like dental, and so, like, when I had to go into the hospital, I get looked at like, oh, you're a drug seeker because of the way I look. They just assume
Oh, really?
that there's nothing of importance, and it's
See,
sickening the way
everybody
people
thinks
are.
I'm a thug. I'm like the nicest human being you'll ever meet, but just because the way I dress, like my aesthetics and kind of the way I talk, which I don't feel like I talk super thug, but I do have certain like slang and shit. And people just think I'm like this thug or this mean guy because I kind of look mean, but I'm like the nicest human being. I promise. Like I have no issues with anybody unless they start an issue with me or people that I care about.
Yep, Mercy's dead right. It's rich versus poor. That's really what it is. I
For
don't
the most
think
part.
there's really much of a middle class left anymore.
Oh yeah, Mercy. Like yeah, agreed. Like I had a black brother, and the reason I've never told the story because we're not blood related. I've never told the story of why I call my brother because like he Lungs, who was in the other room. I'm actually at his house right now. Um, Darian grew up in a really hard household. Like he was fostered in, and this is why like when people that say they're not racist because they have black kids, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm like you can still be racist because he was fostered in, and his uncles wouldn't even let him like eat at the dinner table because he was black, and like wouldn't let him do anything. I mean, his uncle shot him to death, and the last word he ever heard was the N word because his uncle said that's what you get N word is he's bleeding to death on the fucking floor. So like yeah, like oh man, like that's why I believe so heavily like against racism because I'm like I've seen what it can do to people. Because Darian was like an awesome human being, he didn't deserve that, and it's like it's sad shit like that. It's unfortunate that that's what opened my eyes to it, but yeah,
Is that the one that you wrote the song for?
yeah, that's him right here. He's this is his ashes. I don't know if you can see it in that necklace right there, but yeah,
And all you guys, if you don't follow Mercy on like IG and Twitter, Mercy is one of the realest people I've ever met, and Mercy's amazing. So you definitely should.
Mercy sucks. Just kidding.
But like, no, like,
Obviously, I just made a song for you.
and that's why, like, you say people think you're an asshole, but it's like, I don't think you and I had ever said any more than maybe a hi in a YouTube chat, and you had my back on a track that I never asked for. Like, you didn't know me really from a
Yeah.
hole in the wall, and you still had my back. So that showed, like, it's always like the saying is like, it's not about who's loyal to your face or true to your face. It's who's true behind when your back is turned.
So to respond to that, I am an asshole. Like I will not deny it, but I know who to be an asshole to. Like I'm not an asshole to people that I care about. That's where the difference lies. But if I don't care about you, then I'm the worst human being you've ever met. But I do still try to be like the nicest person. Like even to people I don't like, I try to be nice. But I also have like I can't fake. I cannot fake to save my life. And so some people test me, and then they get handled.
Yeah, but like you're our asshole, like Chuma.
Pause.
That was, hey, this would have been a good drinking game tonight because I think that's the first pause we've had all night.
Here we go.
except for the weird gay sex stuff at the beginning, but that's a normal.
When you explain it to Jekyll, he'll understand.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I drink way too much beer tonight.
It is only 8:00 there.
I've been drinking since 2.
Now, Lungs, he's on a track with you, right?
Yeah, he's on a few. He's on Oklahoma and Full Moon with Maddie.
Full Moon is that's the one that.
Yeah, like he's not my genetic brother either, but like I grew up in a weird situation. I went through a lot of foster homes, shit like that. Kind of moved in and out of places, and so like there's certain people I consider family more than actual family, like Lungs, Darian, Legend, Casey, like those kind of people. Like I call them my brothers. I don't even call them friends.
What about Larry?
Huh?
What about Larry and Rob?
Obviously, Larry and Rob too. I was just saying a few names. Do you want me to go down the True Mob fucking roster?
Yes. Right. Mercy said, race, creeds, or color, a brother is a brother, but I must admit the mist over their eyes is driving me crazy.
What's she talking about? What's she talking about? God, I look buff as fuck in this video. Sorry. Yes, Mercy, I agree.
What?
Yes, exactly. Because I have a lot of family that I don't even know. Like I grew up until my dad took custody. I mean, I grew up in foster care for the most part because my mom kept getting charges. So like I haven't seen a good half of my blood family in 15, 20 years. And then like it's like I can't put them over these people that just because they're not blood, like that don't mean they're not family.
Honestly, most of the people I consider family are more family to me than my own blood. Like, I think that's like, in my opinion, blood just means we share the same DNA. Blood doesn't make anyone family.
Blood don't mean shit.
No.
Like, I won't get sad with it, but if blood meant anything, I'd have had both parents in my life.
Right. So, Casey just said, take a drink, Aries.
That's why I took that drink.
And yeah, Casey said, you were always nice to me, bro, even before I really knew you like that. I think you're just an asshole to people who are assholes.
Maybe. I'm gonna be honest with you though, Casey. I thought you were somebody completely different, and I was like, and I didn't f with this person, and I was like, man, why is he always commenting on my shit? And I went and looked. I was like, oh, this is somebody else. I was like, cool. I don't even know this guy. He's showing me nothing but love. But at the same time, like you're saying, like, oh, I've been nothing but nice to you, Casey. That's you were nothing but nice to me. You showed me love before you even knew who I was. So I'm an asshole, but I'm not that much of an asshole. I can't be mean to somebody who's showing me love, unless they're a fucking douche in the past.
Or your LC4.
LC4 don't show love. He just talks shit. That's actually what I like about LC4 because I'm a shit talker myself. So like that's where everybody gets annoyed with LC4. That's why we get along. It's because I'm like I like somebody if I can talk shit to you, I like you more than I like somebody I can't talk shit to.
Right. That's the thing. Like, well, like anybody that's been a part of voice chats on Discord, we all talk our shit.
Oh yeah.
Like that's how we show love. That's how I show love. Like I am one. I will say I am allergic to the word love. I break out in hives. Like I would rather flip you the finger than give you a hug. And
that's how I am.
But me flipping the finger is more of a because if I don't like you, I just don't fuck with you. Like
I told Casey like something similar the other day because I was like struggling like real bad. Like I was like I just had to put my rent check bounced and it was like they were telling us if you don't have it by Monday, you're getting a 30-day eviction notice. And I was like, fuck. And I went to Twitter. I was like, dude, I'll sell my guns. I was like, who wants them? I need money. And he sent me money. And I was like, dude, I am terrible at showing appreciation, but just know that like I can't put it into words. Like how, and that's the thing. Like I'm terrible with emotions. I'm the worst supporter in the world because like when I'm talking shit, that's when I like you. And when I'm being quiet or just being kind of cordial with you, that's when I'm like, I don't know about you or I don't like you.
Yeah. And that's like anybody that may be watching this later on, because everybody in the chat knows who True Mob is. Like, take like people want to say what they want to say about True Mob, but it's not just a mob. We are family.
Where's their proof? All the people that have something to say about True Mob, where's the proof? Or all these evil douchebags? Show some proof. I'll admit to it if you can show some proof. They can't.
But for the most part, like we are a family. We support each other. We get happy when we see
I'll
each
start talking
other.
shit to you, Sped. Sorry.
Yeah.
He said he's worried. I'll start talking shit to you, Sped. Don't worry. Don't worry. I can do it.
But like we get like there's some people that you'll find out there that like to like they get mad if their friend is doing good and like well like over here we never get we're hella happy when we see
Oh, yeah.
somebody like succeeding.
Yeah, like Legend. Like I've said it 1,000 times. Not to go on Legend. Spectrum. I've said it 1,000 times. If anybody blows up at True Mob, it's gonna be Spectrum, and that makes me happy because like Spectrum deserves it. Because like, and I'm not saying he's the best in True Mob because I don't think there's a best. I think we all have our individual talents we're good at, but I think what he's best at than anybody in True Mob is more polished and more commercially ready. Commercially, I said commercially because I'm drunk, but like more commercially ready. And like I'm ready for that. I'm ready for him to blow up. I don't care. I do care if I blow up. Like that'd be awesome, obviously. But like I've lived my whole life in poverty, doing all that. I don't care as long as I get my respect. But I really want to see. There's a handful of people in True Mob I just want to see blow up because they deserve it so much. It's a good human being.
With enough dynamite, I could make you blow up.
I'm pretty big, but like. Spectrum, Casey, Legend, Larry, like I'm so fucking ready to see them blow up, man, because they deserve their roses.
Ty.
Oh my god, how like dude, Ty's like the most underrated on the whole fucking thing, bro. Because I like nobody ever talks about how talented he is. I didn't even know how I hadn't even listened to Ty ever. I'm gonna be honest until he sent me the track for that lyric video I did for him, and I was like, holy fucking fuck! I was like, Ty's rapping. Like this is a talented motherfucker. Like I think if he gets a little bit more professional equipment. Because he's got delivery down, he's got songwriting down, he's got rapping down, like he's got it all down too. I think he just needs some more professional equipment, but that's not something you can knock because that's like I can't afford professional equipment. I get lucky and I found a friend who's an engineer at a professional studio, so
yeah,
like that's how I got.
Lala has a sound that
yes, Lala will blow up too. She just needs to drop more.
Yes.
That's the thing about Lala.
I tell her every time I hear her sing, I'm like, you were a mermaid or a siren in a past life because I can see like you sitting on a rock luring sailors to their death with your voice.
Lala, this is what drives me nuts about Lala because Lala has like a top 3 voice I've ever heard in my life. She records off the microphone to her headphones. She told me that one time, and I about traveled to her state to punch her because I was so mad. I'm like, how do you sound so good on headphone microphones? And I'm going to a professional studio that's like, and I'm coming out sounding the way I am, and you're doing that. Like that drove me nuts. I'm like, dude, Lala's so talented.
Want to know something?
There's not anybody who's not talented in the group.
The track that I did, the Dark Arts, I recorded that on my phone.
See, it's gonna make me mad.
But I will give all the fucking credit to Slim for his mixing and mastering of that track because he definitely did my verse justice, like with his mixing and mastering. And speaking of Lala,
this is what drives me nuts about this is what drives me nuts about music. Is anytime we hear a great song, all we credit is the artist. And when really the engineers do about 70% of the work. All the artist does is write and perform. The engineer or producer makes the beat, mix and masters. Like just
Slim for that track, Slim did the mixing and mastering, but Sombra actually made the beat for that. So and Sombra did the video for that. Like I definitely got damn fucking lucky with the Haunted Homies with being able to connect with Slim and Sombra because they are power duo. Pause because they're not really, but they're I keep wanting to say power couple, but they're not a couple.
Did you say pause?
I did because I kept calling them power couple, and they're not a power couple. But like literally, once I get everything set up, my new track, it's a Sombra beat that I bought, so nobody else could take it. Slim did the intro for me. And Sombra's working on the video for the intro and when it's all up and done. So it's like it really is a cool when like you don't have to when you have that inner circle is so fucking talented. And definitely True Mobs is fucking talented.
That's what's crazy about True Mob, dude. I mean, we have people with weaknesses, me being one of them. but we don't have a single motherfucker on the roster that isn't incredibly talented, and we have something for everything. Like if you want bars, me, Legend,
LC4
Larry.
comes up a little short though.
But like if you want bars, we have me, Larry, Legend. If you want flows, you got Led or Larry, or Spectrum. If you want kind of a NF type hook, you got Spectrum, or just any kind of hook, you got Spectrum. If you want
Don't
great
forget
singing, you have
Logan too.
Lala. Yeah, Logan's incredible. I owe him a lyric video. If you're watching this, Logan, it's almost finished. But yeah, like and Curtis too. Like Curtis is incredibly talented. He sounds just like fucking Quadeca. And like that's what's crazy about it is like we don't have anybody not talented on this group. And it's like I don't want to
And
call it a label, but this group, if we
let's
were a
not
label,
forget like Reese. Like
yeah. And then you got like
Reese keeps us all together too. Like
yeah. And
we
then
love
like
Reese.
and this is the thing is like the most irreplaceable people in True Mod are not the me legends and Larrys. It's the Nikos, the Kahunas, the Yus, the Robs, the Mercies, the people that don't gain anything from it, but they promote us. Like that's something you can't buy, especially because we're not fucking paying y'all and you're still promoting us. Like that's I've told Legend this 1,000 times and Larry this 1,000 times. Like those are the most irreplaceable people in this group. No matter where we move forward to this group, we need to keep these kind of people and show them love because they've shown us love with nothing to gain. Because I've always said this about kind of the YouTube scene is a lot of fans are just rappers themselves. So it becomes this kind of like too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Yeah, they're showing you love, but they're showing you love with something to gain from it, like hoping to get a fan base off of your fan base. But with these, the Robs, Kahunas, Mercies, Yus, Rob, I already said Rob, Reese's, the promoters of it, it's like, what are they gaining from it? Nothing. They're just showing love because they show love.
But
And
I
it's
can't
just
speak
irreplaceable.
for Nico and Kahuna and Reese and stuff, but I know me and I think we all and Mercy, I think we all pretty much we do it because we love you guys and we
Yeah,
truly like I don't give a shit.
and
I will
Wallflower,
not
she's super
promote
promoted.
I will not promote anybody that like if somebody says, "Hey, play this," I've never heard them. I ain't promoting anything that I do not
Mhm.
personally like stand behind. And like I'm not just gonna promote this artist who's like, "Hey, promote my music." Who the fuck
Yeah,
are you?
yeah, I get that. I get that. It's just it blows my mind because I'm like, what are you like?
Because I've earned
The
like
amount-
we've all earned the respect of people that because we keep it honest and we show genuine love. Like if I was to sit there and go to I really don't know, like Sack and throw him some garbage and be like, here, play this, and it's straight up garbage, I'm gonna lose my respect with that because he's gonna be like, well, normally you send me like, what is this?
yeah,
Why you like don't just send me shit to send me shit.
mhm.
And yeah, I want to see y'all's like I told Jekyll this day one, like I believed in Jekyll's dream and I want to see you all make it. Like I want to see you all performing on stages or whatever you want to be because not everybody wants to be on the radio or a millionaire or whatever, but whatever your dreams
Yeah,
are as far as music, that's what I want. I hope you all accomplish because you all fucking deserve it because you're amazing people.
yeah. I don't ever want to be on the radio or anything like that. I would do shows, but like small shows because I'm not a people person. Like I like my
You don't
people.
say.
Yeah, I like my people. And that's about it. But just like respect. That's all I want. It's just respect. Like right now, if I retire tomorrow, I think I'd be comfortable because I've let enough people know that I can do it with the best of them. But you know, keep grinding. That's all I want. Those respect. I'm not looking for a. It would be nice if this is my full time job, but I'm not looking for a paycheck out of it. It's just because I love rap and I just want to rap. And it's crazy because I've gotten a lot of love that was just not owed to me. Like anybody, nobody owes me a damn thing, and it blows my mind. Like how many good people there are in this circle.
Like I told you, you had my back when you didn't know me from anybody,
Yeah,
and that is something that I hold dear because it
but you would
shows.
never cause me problems. So like, why wouldn't I defend you? You'd show me nothing but love. We might not talk that much, but anytime we did talk, it was a good
Yeah,
conversation. It was very nice. So like, why? I'd be a piece of shit if I didn't
well,
defend
it showed that like I definitely put the stock in the wrong people because there was people
you. It happens.
that
It happens.
I heard from you who, like I said, we had talked on I think probably Jekyll's live interview with LC4 or something, or your
Mhm.
interview with Jekyll on LC4's. And so, like, yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes you really don't know who's in your corner
Yeah,
until you need somebody and you didn't even know you needed. I don't know.
I feel what you're saying, but that's just how life goes. Like
Yeah.
humans evolve, we have to learn from our mistakes. Sometimes you back the wrong pony, so to speak. But that doesn't make you a bad person. That just means you just
You
gotta
live
learn
and
from your
learn.
mistake. Yeah, that's how life goes. I make mistakes every fucking day, in and out of the rap shit. There's
Yep.
certain there's been times, I'm not gonna say names, but I like talk shit back to somebody, and I was like, I shouldn't have even given them that fucking time of day.
Yep.
And so we all make mistakes. You can't be
And
held responsible for your mistakes. You should be held responsible for your response to your mistakes.
unless you trust a fart and it turns out not to be a fart, then you're responsible for those mistakes.
A little bit.
But if you guys,
Mercy,
like
mercy.
anybody that does not follow Aries, if you are catching this on a replay or if you are just a looky-loo peeping street peeper of the stream, you will find links to Aries' YouTube and Twitter in the description below. So make sure you go follow him on both, and you never know what you're going to get.
So you got 9 viewers right now. About 6 of them are commenting. So Golden, Killer B, go ahead and get the fuck out of here. I know y'all are here. Go ahead and go. No beef. Just leave. Just leave.
We ain't
You're
going to
not
say
welcome
anything. Like, this is about Aries and
You're not
yeah.
welcome here. I know you're watching. Go home. But anyways, sorry. Just want to get that out there. I
You
noticed the commenter to view like ratio was off, and I know who it is that's watching.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You
You can
share
screen record it if you want.
responsibility like the pop shares your undergarment. Oh, poo. You share responsibility like the poop shares your undergarments. Who calls it undergarments?
He's so
Kate,
white.
I
He's so
think
white.
I think Casey's a 60-year-old man at some time.
He is so white. I love you, Casey, but you're the most Caucasian human being. besides
Casey, do
Spectrum.
you have Werther's butterscotch candies in your pocket?
No, he's got them strawberries. You remember those strawberry candies
Yes.
that everybody's grandmother has that you can't find in fucking stores nowhere?
Yeah.
That's what he's got.
And they were always stale. Like they
Oh
were
no, they always hit. They
Oh.
always hit for me, and like they were the best, but I could never fucking find
the
them. They don't
only time
exist in stores.
the only time I can find them is at Christmas time.
They
they'll
don't
be-
exist. They exist in grandparents' houses. They don't exist in the real world. It blows my mind.
My grandpa was always a Werther's. Like when he quit smoking, it was Werther's Originals that he would and I don't know how he ate them, but the circus peanuts. Like
Ew.
ugh.
Ew.
And I
You talking
also
about the candy circus peanuts?
yeah,
Like
the
the
little
marshmallow
orange
ones?
ones.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
And this man, I thought it was an English thing because I used to make fun of people like that put butter on like their bologna sandwich. My grandfather would put butter and then mayo on his bologna sandwiches, his ham sandwiches.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Your grandfather had terrible taste.
My to be fair though, my grandfather grew up during the Great Depression where
That don't mean that good food just stops existing once the Great Depression's over.
I watched this man eat an onion one day like an apple.
There's a difference between like growing up broke and just choosing disgusting things like ramen. Growing up broke, growing up rich, whatever. Ramen's the fucking delicious. Like even if I ever become a millionaire, I'm still gonna eat ramen probably daily. But eating an onion as an apple, eating a fucking monstrosity sandwich that you just described to me that I'm personally offended by.
I am too.
There's a difference. You are choosing to be disgusting. It's not a forced thing.
This man would choose to crumble up saltine crackers, pour milk on them, and sprinkle sugar, and he called that a snack.
Stop talking to me about this guy. It's disgusting.
Rest in peace, Gramp. But your food tastes were weird.
R.I.P. But don't ever, mention what he ate in front of any logical human being.
Yeah, I won't bring up the sardines. Ugh.
Oh, I love sardines actually. Sardines and mustard and some hot sauce in Louisiana.
He used to do it like right out the can with just mustard.
Yep, I've done that before. Goes good on a cracker. I
know what Casey's talking about. The little dinner mints that used to be like when you used to go out like years before COVID. you'd always like grab a handful at the checkout.
Oh yeah,
of the
I collect those
restaurant.
like fucking Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
Those
you
are
can get those.
delicious.
You can get those at Dollar General for like $1 a bag.
I always love the mints at Olive Garden more than I like the food. Those mints
See,
are busting.
Olive
Garden got the
Garden,
best
they
mints.
did us dirty and they switched up the recipe of their breadsticks, and they're just trash.
Are they? I haven't been to an Olive Garden like
Yeah,
10
they're
years.
trash.
Cool.
Like they don't even taste like anything but like stale bread, and that's from the restaurant.
I'm gonna go grab a few more beers real quick. I'm out.
Okay.
Dinner's right down the road. I'll be like 30 seconds.
Okay. Does anybody have any?
If I can stand up.
Well, Aries is trying to stumble his way to get more beers. Does anybody have any other questions for Aries? Because we've covered. We'll make him think. We're gonna ask him Sved's question. I forgot about that one. That'll make him think. And we may confuse Aries with that one.
The second you drop your arms, you just feel the blood just like rush into it, and it gives you like the craziest pump ever. I'm sure you probably whip my fucking ass now. You were doing it for a minute now, haven't you? Oh, I haven't trained since fucking 2018. So you still whip my ass, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. So I'll go for a Kimura. Cool. Thanks for giving me your weakness.
Which shoulder? Just out of curiosity.
I'll be right back, y'all. I'm back.
Okay. Lala wants to know when she's getting that child support, Aries.
Okay, for those who don't know, I live just like her baby daddy. Never, because I'm fucking broke, Lala. Don't you understand this? Do you not read my tweets? I'm broke, bitch. Just kidding.
Okay, now Sped has a question. I'm gonna read it to you, and hopefully it doesn't break your brain.
What is it?
Sped has a question for you. I gotta look for it.
Here we go.
Okay. What event, person, or place from the last 100 years, so 1923 to 2023, would you like to see, meet, or visit if it or they were not like what history portrayed them to be? Would it change your opinion or perspective on it or them?
Okay, can you repeat that question?
Okay, what event, person, or place from the last 100 years would you like to see, meet, or visit? So, what event would you like to see, or what person from the last 100 years would you like to?
What event would I like to see? I want to focus on the event because I love historical events. I would love to have seen the. I'll do celebrity because that's easier. What person from the last 100 years would I like to meet? The easy answer is Lil Wayne, but I'm not going to say that one because he's already been the answer for like 3 or 4 things. Person I would like to see from the last 100 years. That's a good one, actually. That's a really good one. I don't know. If we did it longer than 100 years, I could have the answer. But these people are from like the early BC, late BC, early 80s. Okay, Spartacus, or not Spartacus. Oh my God, Leonidas. Leonidas be the first. But in the last 100 years, person I'd like to meet.
Tupac, Biggie.
No, because like they grew up in different backgrounds than I did. So I don't feel like I would resonate with them as well as I would resonate with maybe somebody else.
Sped said he'd go back to see the fall of the Ottoman Empire.
That was only in 1923. That's insane. Ooh, I wouldn't go back to see the bomb in Hiroshima. I can tell you that because I would no longer be here. Jordan flu game would be the easiest one for me. That's one of my favorite sporting events of all time. I'm big on sports. Actually, no. I would go back to Harlem when hip hop was created in the late '80s or mid to late '80s. I'd go back to that era. I going back to witness that event when it was created, just to see what it was like.
Damn mercy.
My mom.
Okay, and then his other question was. Okay, well, first I got to finish that one. If like going back to Harlem when hip hop was created was not how they portrayed it in history and stuff, would it change your opinion of history? Or I don't quite. This one goes over even my head. This part of it.
I get what he's saying. Like, if it wasn't how it's portrayed, would it change my opinion on the event?
Yeah.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Because from what I've been grown to understand is like hip hop was created by Cubans in Harlem, not Cubans, like minorities in Harlem as a way to musically express their distraught with how they were treated in America. If it was anything other than that, like if it was a bunch of white people coming together and saying, "Hey, make this music," yeah, that would change my perspective for sure.
I still kind of want to be on the grassy knoll in November. I'd want to be on the grassy knoll in November of '63 when Kennedy was killed to see who, or I'd actually like to know who actually like orchestrated his assassination.
CIA.
Because I wholeheartedly believe it was Johnson in order to get into power.
Yeah, it was the CIA. It was the CIA, 100%.
Yeah, that's my So the other question was, what part of your life have you not portrayed in your music to date? Why not or not yet?
It's a good question. If you'd have asked this a week ago, I would have said some of the stuff that I talked about on Prometheus. I don't think I portrayed any of my life when I was living in the country. Like when I was living in the backwoods I think I was 13 when I moved to the country, and I stayed there till I was 17 when I got kicked out. I would say that part of my life I haven't portrayed yet because there's not a lot of exciting things that happen, to be honest. Like I just lived in the country, shotguns.
And you don't want to go down that route. That kind of covers what we covered with country rap earlier.
Yeah. Like I don't know how to present that in a rap format that's not country rap.
Yeah, there's really just like take like 50 Cents, the track where he talks about he got shot 9 times. Like, how would you take that and make that country? Like, you know,
you can't.
Exactly.
It's a different lifestyle. Now there are country ghettos. Like there's like Yellow Wolf. He's a little bit different. Like, yeah, he's country rap, but he grew up in a country ghetto in Gaston, Alabama, or something like that. Like, it was not an easy life out there. And so, like, he's able to portray both sides of that while still respecting the culture because, like, he's rapping about, living in the trenches and shit, and that's still with the culture in a way.
Who's that?
Like, I'm not a fan of Yellow Wolf, but I respect.
Okay, Yellow Wolf. I know I don't pronounce it right, Mercy. Yeah, the only track I really know by him is the one he did with Struggle Jennings, the Outlaw shit.
I don't even know who that is.
Struggle Jennings. His grandfather was Waylon Jennings, a famous country singer.
Oh wow!
And Struggle does rap now. Like he's touring with Jelly Roll actually right now.
Oh, is he in that same like kind of like conservative country rap bag? Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that did. Well, you don't like Tom McDonald, but he did the track with Tom McDonald about God, We Need You.
He did a track with Tom McDonald. That's the only answer I need.
The reason I liked the Outlaw shit is I grew up listening to Waylon Jennings with my grandfather, and he's in the track with Struggle and Yellow Wolf, so it was kind of like nostalgic for me to hear him singing, and something he wrote fucking 30, 40 years ago is hitting true in 20 whatever the hell they dropped it. Yeah, I hate Tom McDonald. I absolutely detest. I don't like him. He annoys me, and I wish he'd go back to Canada.
It's weird hearing a Canadian rap about American politics. Like
that's the thing, and
you chose to fucking live here.
And I can understand if Canada was like in a better position, but Canada's even more fucked than the U.S. So maybe go back and start singing about your fucked up country.
Won't get the views.
Me too, Mercy.
Shut up, Casey. Shut up.
Hey, at least we made it alive without breaking the internet bar.
You think it's Spectrum?
I don't know if there will be a Sunday Fun Day tomorrow night, with tomorrow being Easter.
Mm-hmm.
But so you said you probably won't have anything dropping till at least next month.
At least, maybe even June.
Do you plan to do have somebody record any of your battle rap and upload that for people to see, or no?
Yeah, that one will be on YouTube. That one will be. I don't know though, because I did a battle rap a month or two ago, and I was told it's gonna be on YouTube. And then I found out that the promoter and the dude I beat are on the same label and they're friends, and he never posted it because he said it didn't have potential to get views. And I'm like, it's because I embarrassed your friend. That's why.
Well, you're bringing some homies with you, right?
Yeah.
So make sure one of them record it, so at the very least you can upload it, right? Or just
if they can, they're pretty strict on recording. But
Dax has flaming hot Cheeto hair. Okay.
Dax has gummy worms on his head.
Is he the one that sings "Dear Alcohol"?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if he makes that song. I know who he is, but I don't know what music
he ain't the one that did the grinding on the devils and Old Town Road, right?
No.
Okay, that
was
Nas X.
Oh no! I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. I know 2 songs he did. That's the Kill Shot freestyle, and I don't know the name of the other one. But I heard it, and he said I'm a shit like a turd, and I said this dude is trash. Never listening to him again.
Okay, apparently Old Town Road is Little Nas X. I
knew that. I don't know why I didn't understand that.
I absolutely hate that. I absolutely hate that song almost as much as I hate Billy Ray Cyrus.
I love that song.
Billy Ray Cyrus creeps me out.
Yeah, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo.
He's engaged to a woman he met while Miley was filming Hannah Montana, and she's the same age. She's a year younger than Miley, so that means, yeah,
that's creepy.
Yeah, we know a few people like that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't associate with them. So yeah, like I said, we dropped in the description. We have a link to Larry's YouTube and Twitter. I didn't link your IG. I don't know how active you are on your IG. I figured Twitter was the best way for people to get in contact.
1 second. Did you just call me Larry?
No, I said Aries with a
Did
slur.
You?
Yes.
I think I heard Larry. I'm gonna play it back real quick. I'm pretty sure you called me Larry.
I probably did. I get Aries and Larry's. Larry.
I know they rhyme.
I probably did, knowing me, but I didn't know how active you are on IG.
I'm not active at all on IG.
So I shared your Twitter and your YouTube.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Mercy said that I called you Larry. So Mercy.
I thought so. I thought I heard that.
Mercy's never wrong. So
I thought it was for like the Sunday Fun Day shit. You're promoting that. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said, I don't know if you use IG, and I was like, she's talking about me, but she said Larry.
Yeah, I probably did. But you can catch Aries music on Sunday Fun Days, usually on Tuesday and whatever we call the Thursday stream.
Thursday.
And that is all on the True Mob channel, which I will stick on here with channels I rock with over somewhere on your YouTube page. But yes. Other than that, you can go to Aries page and you can find him talking his shit.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit. That's for sure.
He must think all black people look alike.
Hey, Mercy. I don't know if the camera's showing the skin tone well enough.
Let's be honest. Aries is a Wish version of Legend. When you shaved your head, there was no denying. I love you. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about with the shit talk.
It made me sick to say it.
No. Legend's the Wish version because he wishes he was Aries. No, I'm
okay.
Kidding. I love you, Legend. You know I'm joking.
That was cold, Luna. Hey, do you know me to be nothing about the name Lady Lunatic screams warm and fuzzy?
Destructive. Disrespectful. That's the word I was looking for. Disrespectful.
I prefer destructive. I am not disrespectful.
I'm very drunk, so I can't find my words.
Hey, at least I didn't compare you to LC4.
Has anybody?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, not that wants to continue breathing, they haven't.
Yeah, LLC comes up short in all departments.
All departments. I got my back. Oh, there it is.
We have kept Aries from the fight and his friends for long enough. We've actually gone almost over an hour and a half now.
Yeah,
So thank you very much. Next Saturday night, we will be live with Larry. That's what I was thinking. We have Larry who will be promoting his new album that is dropping on
20?
I can't say the album the way the rest of you pronounce it. I do not pronounce it right.
20?
Yes. I am not I am not warm fuzzy with rainbows.
She's adorable.
I will stab you in the eyeball. Because
That's for the Let's Go.
Jekyll told me I can't talk. Jekyll told me it is counterproductive for me to threaten my friends that are artists with throat punches. So you don't need 2 eyeballs to rap.
That's true. That's true. Slick Rick did it with 1.
But thank you very much. And thank you for people that send in questions or ask questions. Thank you for everybody almost everybody that was watching this, and I will catch you guys all. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. I think if there's a Sunday Fun Day on the True Mob channel. Luna only smoked like 1 bowl before she came on here. That's probably the problem is I'm not high enough. But thank you, Aries. Go enjoy your fight and your friends. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.